Back. YouTube and Facebook. How you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. I'm back again. I'm sorry, YouTube, I'm a bit late. I'm so tired. I didn't want to come out anymore, but I said let me just come out for a few minutes as usual. So guys, how are you guys doing today? Tomorrow I'll be teaching how to make cream. How I make my cream. I will be showing it. But today let's just talk about relationship and marriage matters. So there are a lot of complaints these days how some partners, some men and some men are so bad, so horrible, terror. That's how some women are as well. So I don't see why a partner should be disrespecting our slow connection. It will come. Disrespecting another human being. It's not nice. Let alone allowing someone to disrespect your family. That's so bad. Your parents, your siblings, it's not good. So how to handle such people? Number one, you have to calm down. You don't have to rush it. You don't have to just, like some people will say, oh, if the man curse my father, I go curse am back. If the woman curse my mama, I go curse am back, curse my sister, or I go punch her. No, it won't work like that, because that's not the real deal. Why is my, it's like, YouTube, can you hear me? So because reacting with anger might escalate the situation, so you just have to take a deep breath and keep your cool. Yes, that will make you the mature person. It will not give you control over the situation. Hi Tessa, you're welcome. Thank you for coming. You understand? I'm trying to share myself to Facebook. AY show, thank you. So you don't have to give it back the way him, or it can be a man now that I'm talking about, it can be a woman. So it's vice versa. You don't have to give it back the same way they give it to you. No, it's not nice like that. So when you keep calm and take a deep breath, it will make you to have an edge. It will give you control over any conversation that you are going to have. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate everyone that are here. Please give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate you all. And number two, you have to learn how to set boundaries. Yes, in marriage, in relationship, if you want that relationship to work, you want it to turn to a good marriage, and you want your marriage to work as well, you have to set boundaries. And I hear some people say, oh, the way you start your relationship, that is the way you will finish it. It's not true. That's very wrong. You are not right. When you are advising people or you are counseling people, no, it doesn't mean because you have a bad attitude, including yourself, that your man is not nice now. We know me that, oh, that is how it's going to just, that is how the relationship is going to stay. Or even you as the woman, that you will not work on yourself, or the man will not work on himself. No, that's what, that's another thing that people have to learn. So but it now depends on you, how you handle the situation. That is how relief will come. That's how progress will come in that relationship or in the marriage. You have to learn how to set boundaries. You have to let him know, yeah, clearly, that insulting your parents or your family is unacceptable. Yes, you have to say it. But some women, they are so scared, they are so afraid that, what's the question? You can ask the question, put it on the chat, I will read it and answer it, no problem. Put it on the chat. Thank you. You understand? So you have to tell him that insulting your parents is very disrespectful, that you cannot tolerate that, but you will not stoop so low as in to insult his parents or his siblings back. You understand? So I can't see your question now. What's the question? Sometimes I forget when to eat because I'm carried away by games and I get grounded. Oh my God. Why will you forget to eat? That's very important. Food. If you don't eat, something can happen to you. That's not nice. It can be sort of distraction, and it can lead to a mental health issue. You don't have to forget your food. Even if you eat once a day, just try and eat and limit your game. Game also is not good. Playing games all day, all the time is not nice. Ah, yeah, you are grounded. Yeah, that's nice. For a while, at least, to reset your brain and your memory. So your mom is a good mom, because if she leaves you with the game, it won't be okay. So after a while, so if she decided, so if your mom gives back the game to you, you have to be respectful, set boundaries for your game. Don't just play the game all through. Have time for your assignment if you are still, yes, do the house chores that your mom told you to do. Have some me time also. Have some time for you. Not just game. Understand? It will mess up with your mental health and you won't be able to do anything. All right? So, is that clear? Hope I was able to answer your question. So be nice and be respectful to your mom. She's a great mom. Thank you for coming. So the third point I was about to give is to address the issue directly. Thank you so much. I appreciate. Thanks for coming. God bless you. Thank you. So you need to ask him, because even if I find it hard to say that some women will not be the first to abuse their mother-in-law. No, it's mostly the men that does that. So you as a woman now, you should be able to address him directly. You should ask him, being your boyfriend, your husband, that why do you feel the need to do the things that you do? Why do you like to insult people? You understand? Especially your family. So by so doing, you will be able to understand this motivation. You'll be able to know the reason that you'll be able to, you understand. So that will not give you the opportunity, that will not give you the on how to respond. Hi, thank you. You understand? So you don't have to, so because I've seen a lot of women so scared, they are so afraid. That's no more respect. And you can't just allow a man to bring you down to that extent. And some of you, because he's the one doing everything for you, that's why he will have the audacity, the temerity to abuse you, abuse your parents at home, especially those of you that your parents are still in Africa, and you will call to them. They will not still, instead of them to be the one being angry, they will not be the one apologizing to your husband. Why? Just because of the little change that is giving them. Because you yourself, you are not a hardworking child, you are not a hardworking wife. And some of these men, they are living in Africa. They don't allow the women to work. They don't allow them to work. They don't allow them to do anything, just for them to have control, power over them. So it's not nice. Try and look for something to do. Because it's only when a man is feeding you, feeding your family, that he will behave like that. If you have something doing, you contribute to the home, I think his brain will reset. So, having said that, we'll come back to that anyway. Then, the other point is to limit interaction. If it continues like that, you understand, being disrespectful, you might need to reduce or to cut contact altogether. Because protecting your peace as well is very, very important. Because you cannot be staying with a man. I can't tell you not to leave your husband because he's abusing your parents. He's being abusive to your sisters, your brothers, or to your father, or to your mother. But if you limit interaction with him, he will know that you are serious. Because also, you need to protect your health. Your mental health is very important. You need your peace. You need to be happy as well. And once you start doing this one, that one will now bring us to the next one. You need to stand your ground no matter what. But you don't have to prove anything about your parents to him. No, you don't have to. You don't have to start telling him this. No, 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 don't do that. Just make it clear that you won't entertain such insults or such remarks from him anymore. And you stand your ground. It will sink in. You get it? So, but when you are doing all these things, that's why I said we are going to revisit it again. The reason why most of you cannot say anything is because if he is the one doing everything, how will you be able to say a word? But even if a man is the one paying the rent, feeding you, feeding the kids, it doesn't give him the opportunity or the temerity to start abusing you, or insulting your parents or your family. No, it's a no-go area. It's not done anywhere. Not to talk about people are still doing it in this diaspora, in this abroad that we are living in. It's not it's not a good sign. So that's why I always say to women, try and do something, no matter how small it is. Especially in this social media era, you can sell digitally. You can, if you want to go back to school, you can go back to school. But in this case, there are some women that will say their husband don't want them to work. They just want them to stay home. They said they will be feeding them. They will they will send money to their parents. Those of them that still have parents in Africa, they will do everything. But at the end of the day, you are happy now, because in the beginning of a thing, it's very, very easy to say. But it's when you now start going, you now find out that, oh, this thing was very easy before, now it's become so difficult. It's like that parable in my where I come from, that says that when you are leaving home, or you go to a market, you go to buy chicken, you feel that, oh, chicken is not very. Thank you for coming, sweet babe. How are you doing? How are you? Oh, I took them off. I'll put them back tomorrow. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm back. I want to be seeing my comments. I don't want to strain my eyes so badly that I will look as if I can't read. I don't like that. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Thank you. I appreciate. It's okay. So, also, my last point is you have to seek support as a woman. Talking to friends that you know more than you, or loved ones about the situation can help you also to process your emotions and gain perspective of the things that you are going through, because a lot of women are going through a lot and they don't know where to start from, and so they just like kind of, it's like, oh, I surrender, it's my fate. It's not your fate. You don't have to just give up like that. No, you don't have to give up. You have to keep pushing and keep trying. You can change and do things that you have never done before, because some men derive joy in abusing women. They want to see you cry, so don't give them that privilege. Don't ever cry. No, 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 no. It won't help you. So as I said before, as a woman, I've been saying that we'll revisit it. Now we'll come back to you as a woman, whether you're in Africa, you are in China, you are in the diaspora here, you have to look for a job. There are hobby jobs, 4 hours for mothers. So no matter how little your kids are, you'll be able to go to work just for few hours, for you to just leave the home. Forget about the money even. For your mental health, for your peace of mind. Sometimes the men that don't want you to work, but immediately they see that you are even contributing a pound to the home, it means a lot to them. Forget about the saying that they will just make you believe that, oh, stay home. It's a form of control, because when you are home, don't you see that when you are at home, you are doing the laundry, you are cooking, you are cleaning, you are taking care of the kids, you are doing everything. At the end of the day, most of the men, they still don't recognize these things. They don't appreciate it. Instead, when they come back home, they find their home dirty. It's you that have not had your shower since morning that they will still be shouting at. They will just like, oh, what have you been doing? Because they think it's nothing. They don't consider house choice as something, but ask them to do it. That's where the problem lies. That's where the problem is. You see it? So it's not nice. If you are not doing anything, you have to try as much as possible to come up with something. Try and do something. If not to support the home, at least to support yourself and be happy for your mental health as well. You can't just be a full housewife in this time and age. It's not done anywhere. Even if the man say, oh, I don't want you to work, can't you tell him that, oh no, let me find something doing? I'm struggling with my daughter. She's 16 and wants to take the lead of the house. She needs to understand I am the mom and she is the child. It's a struggle, but I will not lose my peace. No, you don't have to lose your peace. No, but you have to let her know as well. You have to sit her down. This Jay-Z, they think they know everything, even I know they know a lot though, but sometimes the things that it baffles me a lot, what they try to do, how they want to help. I have a friend also that I think, no, is a boy. That one is a boy. The way he told the mom that he want to start working so he can support the mom. He don't want the mom to, like, since their dad is not there, because the mom is a single mom also, so she's the one taking care of she has three boys. So the eldest is just like, oh, I want to be the one, and you have suffered a lot. All those type of stories. So sometimes they see through us as well. Probably she's kind of, oh, I'm big now, let me support my mom, she has been through a lot, let me just help her. That could be where she's coming from. You understand? I get it. I get it totally. But that's where you still see some women that don't want to take the lead, even though they are the one doing everything. But just because of that mentality that we have from Africa. Ah, really? No, 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 no. Exactly. Yes, 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 yes. I get it. Yeah, that's what men does also. It's the same thing I'm talking about here. Until you talk to them, like some people, they don't really get it. They don't understand. Yeah, just keep praying for and keep talking as well. Keep is what the other point I gave you. When you are talking to somebody, you want to make a point. For me, you have to stand your ground. And when it's not working, you have to try like limit the interaction. You understand? And by so doing, just make sure, make it clear the message. But the problem with a lot of us, we don't keep our message clear. We keep rounding in relationship between man and woman, even between a daughter and a mother, or a son and you have to set boundaries. That's the number one. Even when you pray, when you don't do all these things, it won't, it still, for me, it won't work. I know prayer cannot prayer does a lot of things. That's prayer with action. You get it? It's not just praying, and at the end of the day, you are not doing what you are supposed to do. No, it's like a student that has exam maybe next month, or even next week. She, instead of her to start praying on him, then such a student start praying, doing fasting, instead of the student to take up his or her book, textbook, study to pass. So when you get to the exam hall, you'll be able to write something down from what you have studied. No, you will not be praying. It's still the same for us as parents. You can pray for your child. You can pray for your marriage. You can pray for your husband. You can pray for your wife, but you have to do the mathematics yourself. You have to take action. If yes, that if she marries, she will give the husband everything that he wants so hard for. Sometimes it's not like that, my dear. I doubt it. Sometimes, sometimes it's not true. Depending on how her level of love is. I'm a dictator and she just ate it. No, but being a dictator as well is not good. You understand? Respect is important, and the family demands you respect. Yeah, it's true. That's very, you are right. But you know, family demands that you respect the elders. Yes, I understand that. But some elders also, they have to do their respect. For me is earned. You understand? You have to earn respect. No matter who you are, whether you are a parent, you have to respect yourself also, for your children to respect you. And as an elder, you have to respect yourself, because respect is reciprocal. It's what you give that you take. It's what you take that you give as well. It's in between. When you don't expect to, as a farmer, you cannot go plant cassava, and at the end of the day, you want to start harvesting rice from your farm. That's the way it goes. That's relationship between a husband, a wife, a child, and especially this age is very, very crucial. Is the age you have to sit them down, because if anything goes wrong, we won't miss it in Jesus' name. Because that's the prayer I always say to parents, to pray for themselves and for their children, that nothing will go wrong, especially in this age, like 15, 16. Even that, I want the topic I wanted to treat today. I now said, okay, tomorrow I will just talk about it when I'm showing you guys how I miss my cream. Now you are bringing me back to it. It's like the Holy Spirit is still working, but I won't dwell so long on it. I was telling someone, there was a book I read that, you see, this age is still like you are taking care of a toddler. You need to check their bags, check their rooms, check everywhere. In fact, you need you need to do a thorough job at this age, because if anything goes wrong, at this age, that parent is gone, is doomed for life. Because at this age, they are thinking they are grown up. We know they are a bit grown up, but they are not fully developed. They think they know everything, and they can be easily manipulated against their parents as well. I understand that point, because they will be thinking, oh, my parents are not good. They are the people outside will not be the one that are good. Whereas the parents, you being the mother or the father, you are trying to tell them the right thing, show them the right path to go. But no, they want you to pamper them. But at this age, you don't pamper them, because if anything goes wrong, you won't forgive yourself after you have labored. No, may God will not allow any parent to labor in vain in Jesus' name. No. So while we are praying, we need to do our job, our diligent job. Yes, we need to know what we are doing, especially with them, because most of these kids that you don't know them. The character they possess in your house is not the same character they have outside. Probably the name you call them in your home is not the name they are known at school among their friends. Even among their friends, they still have cliques. So that's the reason why sometimes once she's gone out of the house, or if he's a boy, if he's a girl, just sneak and go to the room, check their wardrobes, check their school bags sometimes. I know they don't like it. Oh, sometimes they are very angry. It's like, oh, mom, what do you think you are doing? Am I a child? Am I a baby? That's where the humility comes in as well. With respect. Ah, no, 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 my dear. I know you are not a baby. Is it wrong if I should go through your? They will tell you, oh, this my that you should know where you should know your boundary. This my room. This my property. Stay clear. Stay out of it. But even at that, don't give up. You need to check through their things, because sometimes you will find things that your eyes may we not see things that will make us to shed tears. Shed tears. Because there's a lady that we talked at length. It should be getting to like 2 months now. They are she and her husband, they are married, though, not to talk of. It's not even a single parent. They are in a deep mess because of what happened with the son at school. So things happens. Things. We don't need to leave them. Even if they think, oh, we are too big now, we know everything. No. No. Leave them, but keep an eye on them. Make sure. Another thing that most parents do that I don't like, I know it's the children. They don't want us to know their friends. Try and know your children's friends. Even if you can't know all, but at least try and know one or two. Have their numbers. Even if you don't have all their number, at least sometimes you talk with women, they'll tell you, oh, hey, I don't know my friends, my son or my daughter, I don't know their friend. And sometimes they are going out. You don't know when they are coming back. Who will you call? God forbid that something happens. Will you be able to forgive yourself? You will not, because you'll be thinking, oh, I have failed. It's not that you have failed, but just the way the society is, you shouldn't trust anybody. Nobody, because you can train a child with all the things that you have in your brain, with all the knowledge, with the Bible verses you have, in a godly way. But don't forget, it's the Holy Spirit that does the strengthening. And at the end of the day, that child can also decide on his own or on her own that, oh, all this part that my mom or my dad taught me, I'm not going to do any of this. I'm just going to do what I like. You see it? That's another problem. So that's why most times I don't join people to say when something goes wrong in a family, or a child is misbehaving, then some people will not be saying, oh, the parents, they didn't train the child well, he lack manners. It's not true. It's like when you see pastors' children, Most of them, don't you see the way they used to behave? Are you going to tell me that the pastor, man or woman, didn't train the children in a good way? It's still the same thing for us as well. You might try your best. You just have to try, because after all, we are caretakers. They will get to a certain age, a certain level in life. All the things you taught them, they will throw it away. It will not only take the grace of God at the latter end for them to now remember that, may our children not miss it in life. Before, they will not remember that, this is how my mom used to do it, this is how my dad used to do it. Oh, let me go back to the drawing board. That is how life is. But at the end of the day, I keep telling parents that have little kids, don't be reluctant in well doing. Give advice, do what you have to do. The Bible told us to train up a child in the way he or she will go, not grow, go, so that when that child grow to a certain level, he will not depart from it anymore. Yeah, that's what they always say, but you are doing it for our own good. No, 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 no. Yeah, that's being manipulative in a way. So she's trying to make you feel guilty. So next time you will not be able to ask such question anymore. No, that won't work. You are the parent. She is the daughter, she's the child, so you have to put her in her place. So even if she uses that tone, like, oh, why are you being yeah, that one, it can be that the way you talk to her, or maybe you raise your voice, that's fine. But she's almost an adult, she understands. So you'll be able to explain to her that, yes, do I do this thing every day constantly? Except you are the ash type man. So if you are not the type that is always like that, you should be able to tell her that, look, I don't like this thing you are doing. This thing is not right. You know me, I'm your mom. I can't lead you astray. This is how you are supposed to go in life. Because life is so funny. I will not always be here. You understand? So those are the things that sometimes parents, they lack also. They don't have that child relationship with their kids, and it's very, very important. Like the way you are saying also, is another thing that, oh, you have a daughter that maybe she's 16, 17, 18, even 20, 20 something. You are now, some parents, I see it with them as well, you want to now become like friends. Red flag. That's another no. Friendship, okay, in certain ways, but in relationship, in relating, in saying things, no. You have to, there has to be a demarcation. You have to set the boundary that I am your mom, you are my daughter, so you don't have anything, you cannot tell me what I have to do. But to an extent, you have a right to say things, but you can't control me. You understand? So just not in a harsh way, just in a good manner. Then she also, she will understand. So when she's on her own resting, she will not like, oh, anyway, she's right, she's my mom, what do I know? That's how it is. So but you give them the opportunity to use you. A child will use you to the extent that they will even make you enemy with their father if you are still together, or if you are separated. He will take word from you to the dad, take word from the dad to you. Even your friends that you are very close, he or she, sometimes they will manipulate issues, because you always listen to her. You will not be able to hear the good voice of the people outside. That is how bad they can be, I understand. But just keep doing what you have to do. And yes, I know. Just keep doing it, keep praying, but no pressure, no shouting, don't be harsh. You know, this generation that we are, So they need us to pamper them, but while pampering them, say the way it is. Don't sugarcoat it. No, just say it the way it is, the way he or she will understand as well. But because most African parents, because of where we are coming from, we are used to shouting. Okay, all right, no worries. Thank you so much. I appreciate. Just keep on doing what you are doing. You are doing a great job. A great mom you are. So as African parents, we should try as much as possible to learn how to relate with our kids in a good manner. You understand? Because most of us, we believe that, oh, shouting is what will take us to where we are going. No, this generation, they don't like shouting. When you shout, you are on your own. They will pretend as if they are not even hearing you. You understand? In their mind, they will just say, let her shout. After she's finished shouting, she will rest. And it's true, at the end of the day, they will still do what they want to do. So instead of shouting, just cultivate the habit of advising. Because even in our parable that says that when a child is bigger than someone that you will beat, what should be the next thing? The next thing for you is to advise such person. You get it? So there are things sometimes, there are things that you cannot do, that is a no-go area. You just have to try to be a good parent. As I said before, there are a lot of kids that I've seen. It's not by power, it's not by might. Let me have a drink. You might try to do good. May your good not turn to evil. So that's it. So to that lady, to my ladies, try and look for something to do, whether you're in Africa, you are in the diaspora. Don't allow your man to tell you not to work or not to do anything. Even if he does, if your kids are still very small, maybe you gave birth like every year, you have 3 or 4, just try. Once they are a little bit, you understand, then you try and start doing something. Because most times that good thing that you want to do for you, at the end of the day, you will not turn to bad, it will turn to evil. Because some men, their mouth is short. You will not be able to talk the way you are supposed to. You will not be able to relate the way you are supposed to relate. You will not be able to do things that you are supposed to do, because it will not make you to be the quiet person that you are not. Because even if you want to say anything, because of your conscience, because of the way God has created us to be, you will not feel like, oh, let me just leave him now. After all, I'm not working. He's the one feeding me, he's feeding the kids. He's trying, Jare. Okay. That's how you will be. But how long can you do that? That's not the real you. But if you are working or you are selling something, you have little money to support the home, you will have a say. So he will not be able to press you down, that you will not be able to talk anymore. Because some men, most of them, they are very rude. Especially all these our Edo men. Ah no, God have mercy. Their pride then, I don't know where it came from. Or is it the way they were brought up? Most of them. I don't know. So I understand some ladies, because even some of us that are still working, Most women, even if you work, you are married, you still be the one to prepare the meals. You still be the one to, except sometimes that you feel like, oh, I'm tired. You understand? So black men and white men, they are not the same. So no matter how, we should just try and do something so that it won't look as if you are a liability. Because men these days, they don't even like liability. Who wants to be a liability? Nobody. So, my dear, try as much as possible to do something. And on that note, we'll try to support women that are going through this stress, like this lady. We'll start with 5 women, but you have to be doing something first. Even if you are selling Maggi, or you are selling tomatoes, or you are selling kerosene, you are selling rice, anything you are selling, you have to show it. Then we'll support you. Until we see it, we'll see how much we are going to use to support you. But it will be from 25,000 naira upward if you are living in Nigeria. So that is the support you are going to receive from Mama the Super Talk Show and Mama the Super on YouTube. All right? So, my ladies, it's high time you seek for a professional advisor. Talk with your friends, not friends that talk anyhow. No, there are some friends that are reliable. You understand? Talk with your family members. If you have elder sisters, you still have mother, or your cousins that you know that, oh, this person can be of help. Yes, don't keep everything to yourself. If not, you will burst. It's not nice. It's not good for your mental health. You have to, don't allow him to just keep you away from friends and start monitoring you, like policing you. Where are you going? Don't go to this place. This person is not good, like the way she was saying. Don't you know that this woman is not married? Is it all married women that have respect? Some single mothers, they respect themselves more than some married women. Yes. So why should you now, because you are the husband, be policing her, telling her this one is not good for her, this one is not good for her, oh, this one will spoil you, this one is too wise, this one is too that, even to the extent of some family members. No, now you will not be the one to tell you when to call your mom, when to go and visit her. Abba, that's too much. For me, I find it, I don't know. You understand? But I don't know what to say anymore. But for me, it's just because you are not doing anything. That's why. Because men are like that. That's the conclusion for me. That's just my submission. Because if you are doing something, you have something doing. No matter how, I don't think he will not be able to talk down on you or talk to you anyhow, because he also will not realize that even if he's salt, even if he's non-Maggi, that this my wife, she still have a way of supporting me now. But because you are not doing anything, despite the fact that you are still the one doing everything, you're taking care of the home, but most men don't see that. Even in diaspora, they don't see it. You will be at home since morning. Even if you go to work, you are working, you are doing. If you say you are tired, oh my goodness, don't try it when you are not working. Are you for real? You now say, oh, I'm tired, I've been working since. Really? They will ask you, they will question you. What have you been doing since morning? Has choice. What about me that went to work? Mind you, even if you are working the same hours with them, you will come home, you'll still be the one to prepare meal, you'll be the one to do everything. So for me, as a woman, if you ask me, I would rather that I go to work, come back and prepare the meal, than me staying at home doing everything whereby the man will not appreciate me. No, I won't do that. So that's the same thing I'm saying to everybody. As a young woman, if you want to stay in that marriage for a long time, find something doing. If it's to sell, go and sell. If it's to go back to work, go and work. If you are to go back to school, go by anything you want to do. Just do it so that you will be appreciated in your home. You will not be looked down. So let's forget about the in-laws, the sister-in-law, brother-in-law. We'll talk about those ones tomorrow. So thank you for watching. God bless you. Catch you in my next one. Bye bye. Love you guys. Bye.